Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and this time we are going to check the failure of a washing machine or the VADryer of the front load Samsung, LG, Daewoo. Practically all have the same fault. In this case it is throwing water is pulling quite a lot, as you can see in the part. From the back, what we are going to do, well, what practically the failure it presents is that it begins to mark filling error. It can be the F1, the E1, even that the E1 is overheating, but it gets to mark it, and now I am going to tell you why these washing machines. They are disassembled, as you are seeing, nothing more than two screws in the back. The lid is removed as if they were microwaves. It is pulled back and that's it. Now here we have the whole system. What happens with these washer dryers or washing machines is that the vibration is that. The VADryer and washing machine are not the same, because then the comments correct me. I mean that both have the same fault as all these types of connections. With the vibrations in the washer dryer, they get to chop, they crack, that is, they clog, so it can present you with an error of E1 overheating, or you can get F1 F3 filling problems, because filling problems when it is pulling water, because the pressure drops, it detects that there is less pressure, then it marks a filling problem, although the problem is that it is throwing it, as we can see there in the part of. Behind there is a loose hose, as well as the little cables are cracked. The hoses are also taken out. Then to remove it we only take out the Suavitel soap dispenser, press it here and pull back to release what is the water dispenser. Practically we only have to remove these two screws to the remove those two screws already comes out towards the back. We can see on the left side how the eyebrows move and where they fit, so that you don't forget when you are going to put it. Remember that if you like my content, like it, comment, share, subscribe. And here we see the detail. Look, the hose came loose because there are times that due to the same vibration the soapy water becomes quite slippery and comes out even though it has a clamp. Look, it was thrown up to the clamp, then this. The washing machine has not been repaired or anything, but well, it already has that small fault right now, and the only thing we have to do is remove this dry well, what is the bottom part. But when I say dry well, it is dry well. If you have the opportunity to put silicone on it, put them. Silicone or some other glue. The washing machines of certain brands have what is yellow silicone. Here they also get to cap, so that they have that detail. The hoses get to cap it with water, with the crystallization of the hose, and practically what we are going to do. Right now it's this. Remember where the positions go, and you're going to put glue where the position of the hose goes, which in this case goes to the top, and that's it. That's how it looks, and we just have to put its clamp well. That you do have to make sure that it is, as I tell you, the nozzle well up and that, and put it well what is its clamp, because if not it is going to come off again and you will have the same problem. As I tell you, this arises in the VA dryers and washing machines by the vibration and more. If they did not remove the transport supports, then let's just put it like this and that's it. As I tell you, you can stick it. This is a very common failure, and that many technician then does not throw it because it already began to mark a filling error, overheating, and it says, no, I don't get in there when it's something easy. Look, we've already put the hose just like that. We removed it and that's it. Practically all that's left is to assemble. It still goes sideways. It is pushed forward, and now the screws on the front are put in. As I tell you, it is quite easy. We put the screws, and since we put the screws, then all that remains is to put the dispenser. You can wash all this before assembling and all, since there are times that with the same soap you can also clog the water arteries or the hoses through which the water here is ready. Now we put the lid on, because to put the lid on you just have to put it normal and push it to the front, put its two screws, and that's it too. What I recommend is practically uncover from time to time, whenever that depends on the use. Look that here, for example, we already have your washing machine in theory repaired, because it is not a repair. Well, in theory, if it is a repair because there was already a fault, we disconnect this. Here was a preventive failure, a corrective preventive repair. It would have been that it burned out maybe engine or something. It is that it is semi-corrective, but well, this hose serves to remove the water so that you can open the lid. Since we remove the water, we uncover turning counterclockwise, which is the lint catcher of the pump and the trap. Lint of the pump. What is its function? Because its name says it. Look at catching all this, as they can be pins, coins, all this. When it gets saturated to fill, your hose can cover and something else arrives, a pin or something, and the hose is also Break. Then be very careful with this type of washing machines as soon as you are cleaning this. The Samsung, Daewoo, LG, Winia bring it in the back. Certain models, but practically all the pumps bring it, but in the back it is now. Since you clean, check that. He doesn't have anything here. As we can see, he has another trash can, and well, let's check that he doesn't have anything anymore. And we put his cap now. All this can be washed and everything now with clean water and everything here. In this case, I'm going to do another service right now. I have to clean the floor and everything, but here I do it to avoid all the argument that they are watching me for 20 minutes doing something. Well, ready. Now we are going to turn it on, and you must fill this washing machine without throwing water when it has that failure only. When you make a turn of the tub, it already throws a lot of water at you. You saw now it is already filling, and practically in the back it is no longer pulling because practically no water, and as you can see right now it is already filling, it is already working here. Look, it already has the water and everything is already turning the tub with water, and we can see that in the back there is not a single one, or in theory not a single trickle.